Ed and YouTube. This is going to be a really quick little review. Today's ride, I've taken out a Harley Davidson 750 street rod, the kind of the entry level Harley Davidson you can buy these days. Replaced the Iron 883 as the previous entry level model. Anyway, what do I think of it? I've got to be really quick because I've got to get this back to Shaw's Harley Davidson in Lewes. But there's a lot of positives and there's a few negatives. Negatives, same as I always say, I hate mid controls. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. When I want to put my feet down, when I get to traffic lights, or if I'm filtering very slowly, this is the exact place where my legs want to be. My legs want to neutrally hang down here. So by mounting the pegs forward, you give yourself space when you're filtering. Jumping off a 1200 Sportster onto this, obviously it feels markedly different. You know, that's not this bike's fault, but it does feel like a kind of a baby Harley, I guess. The brake, the rear brake, is incredibly close to your right foot down here. So when you're riding, you're pretty much the whole time your foot is on the brake. You've kind of got to awkwardly put it either below it or to the side of it. That's kind of annoying, and it just feels a bit kind of skittish, I guess. I'm not sure if it's a really windy day today, so I'm not sure if it's just literally it's been blown about a block or what, but yeah, it just feels a little bit skittish. Positives, love the drag bars, they're fantastic. I think it looks really cool. I love the red rear shocks, I think they look awesome. The engine pulls, it feels good. It feels chunky, it doesn't feel like a beginner's bike. It feels like a real Harley Davidson. Of course, you would have to sort out the noise of it. You'd have to put an aftermarket can and do the equivalent of a stage 1 kit on it. The brakes are a little bit, I guess, a little bit weak. So I dread to think what the brakes were like before on the original one, which only had one disc on the front, because obviously this has now got 2 discs on the front. And apparently the bite of the brake on this is a lot better than it was before, but I'm still not loving the brakes. It's an interesting bike. I think it'll be a pretty good bike around town. I think once I was used to it, once I was used to those mid control, well, I don't think I'd ever get used to mid controls, but once I was used to it, I think it'd be a good little bike. I think it is worth the money. We're looking at sort of, I think, just over 6 grand. I think it is worth that, sort of 6.3, 6.4. I think it is worth that. But I do think you'd have to do a few little mods, maybe some braided hoses, and as I said, putting a stage 1 kit and an aftermarket exhaust on it to make it actually sound like a Harley, because at the minute it sounds nothing like a Harley. It sounds like a cross between a kind of a Triumph and a Jap bike. I do like the little front fairing on it here. I think that looks very cool. As I said, I love the drag bars. The mirrors are not just aesthetically cool, I mean they look cool, but they're also fantastic mirrors. Really good mirrors. I like the size of the rear section tyre. I think that's a good sort of chunky rear tyre. As I said, I love the look of those red shocks. Yeah, so all in all, it's a good bike. I just hate the mid controls. I think it just utterly ruins what could have been a fantastic bike. But as I say, you probably could put that, I'm not sure how on this actually, but you probably could mount some forward controls on there and it would look good. Anyway, I would give it, I think a 7 would be too harsh. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's a good bike. I think it's a good bike. Just needs a few mods done to it. And certainly if you were looking to enter the world of Harley Davidson, this would be an excellent starting point. Anyway, I'm off back to Shaw's in Lewes. And as I always say, I stop off at the Racestead Animal Welfare Sanctuary. Awesome place, brilliant charity. Come and visit it. In my last video I said it's in Kent. It's not in Kent, it's in Sussex. Come and visit it. It's in Ringmer, which is kind of near Lewes, and they do fantastic work. Come visit them, they're awesome. Anyway, goodbye from the 750 street rod. Going to get it back to its owners, and I'll speak to you later, YouTube. Bye bye.